What's going on, guys? How you guys doing today? Um, so this video is gonna be that I'm gonna talk about my top favorite foods, restaurants, and fast foods, and especially healthy food as well. All right. I'm not really sure if I have like my one of my favorites. I basically like American food and Italian food, and I think I like all three, like Chinese, American, and Italian. And yeah, which is my favorite Italian food. I would imagine pizza, but I just push through pizza all the time, especially when I work at the pizza place for restaurant deliveries. And most likely I like pasta, and I like both pastas, like chicken alfredo and spaghetti with meatballs and stuff like that. Oh yeah, the best alfredo pasta that they originally have is from that I love is Olive Garden. Since Olive Garden, um, Olive Garden, has the best pasta ever, and their chicken, I like their breaded chicken with the crispy breaded chicken and stuff like that. Since usually every time I go to Olive Garden, like one with one of my family, I get their best chicken alfredo pasta from Olive Garden, and the other Italian place where we've gone multiple times, was right close to where I live, DeFalco's. They have some good chicken alfredo, but the million out of 10 I would give is the one from Olive Garden. And lots of times we went to DeFalco's. Like we used to have DeFalco's like once a week to spend a night at our grandparents' house, when especially when being in schools and stuff like that. Since I have only gone for pizza since as a kid, like going to regular schools, I always relied on. I've only wanted plain cheese, and I like plain cheese was the only one I've only gone for. Now, as far as grown up, um, um, like for like couple years or so, I was in, I was since I like meat, since how I like pizza. Um, I like I especially might go for pepperoni and sausage, but my new um my new favorite pizza topping is pepperoni, sausage, and bacon. And when I tried pepperoni before as a kid, like when we used to order pizza to get delivered at our house, like once a week or somewhat, um, once a week, I tried pepperoni, and I was like, too spicy. I'm not into it, but pepperoni's not bad though. Since my favorite pizza place would be Domino's, Barro's Pizza, uh, Oregano's Pizza, um, Oregano's Pizza, and Streets in New York, and Costco Pizza. since my dad loves combo pizza, like as far as when I was way younger, Costco did did sell the did do the combination pizza that my dad likes, and then I think back in 2021 is when they stopped doing the combination veggie combo pizza that my dad loves, and that's all. And I say Costco pizza is 100% the best. Since I can go for any pizza like plain cheese, since they only do plain cheese and pepperoni, but yeah, Costco pizza. I always very much. And usually I have the favorite foods like steak and mashed potatoes. And since I went to Chili's last week, um, since usually when we started going back to Chili's, I love their burgers. I love their burgers at Chili's. Besides Five Guys, um, Five Guys and Freddy and some steak burgers, like Freddy's steak burgers. Since I know there's Freddy's like in Yuma, and like I search on maps like somewhere in like chill and like Chandler or Mesa or whatever. Um, I since I since when we went to Las Vegas on Martin Luther King weekend to spend our whole adventure and we did everything. Um, we tried this new burger restaurant called Steak and Shake. Was our one more night in Vegas. Um, like before that, it was just me and my dad who went back to Las Vegas for one night, a few years after the pandemic, and then and then we, and then we stayed in like a ghetto area by uh like a little distance from the strip. Um, and then we had to pay for parking at the um, MGM Grand Hotel, the MGM Grand parking garage to pay for parking, like how long we are gonna be cruising, we're gonna be roaming around the strip. As soon as when we went downstairs from the parking garage where we parked, I saw this. Since when we saw Steak and Shake, I first of all thought that that's a sit down restaurant, and then I looked into and then some month or so later I looked into the Steak and Shake, and then I was pretty surprised that it's a fast food restaurant, and that's all. Anyway, since since we went to Steak and Shake to try it for the first time, since they Steak and Shake is like Freddy's Steak Burgers place, you try since you since I tried their steak burgers, and their burgers were amazing, and their fries were definitely fine since yeah, since not even that salty, but who cares? I don't. Yeah. All right, enough about that. Enough about it. Oh yeah, my grandpa on my mom's side has made the best burgers ever for entire years since going to San Diego and stuff like that. Going to San Diego and all stuff like that, His burgers were huge. And then my jaw wasn't really fit enough to take a bite of that burger, since I had to buy like some half of it, like somewhere on top or underneath, and that's all. Anyway, all right, I want to add what my favorite. Oh yeah. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's get into fast food. Um, fast food. Since a lot of years when I was a kid, and that's all. Like brother and I were kids, we used to be very big on McDonald's, and I've had their burgers before, and then I stopped going for burgers because they mess up the order how I want just bacon and cheese on it, and then and then they just mess up my order completely. And well, definitely I eat the McDonald's regular food, regularly future wise, since normally I'd go for their chicken nuggets and fries. And McDonald's has the best Diet Coke I ever get, since I always give that a million out of 10. And I like Smash Burger, since Smash Burger has the best burgers there. And and my other favorite fast food restaurant is Chick-fil-A, since I believe Chick-fil-A started existing when when I went to sophomore year in high school, and they have the best chicken. They have the amazing blessing chicken on the planet. Since every time I go to Chick Fil A, every now and then I get the Chick Fil A sandwich with, since I like American cheese with like breaded chicken, and they have the best fries on the planet, since they only do waffle fries. And also Five Guys, I love their burger too, and their fries too. And anyway, I want to give you people a heads up. If you're allergic to peanuts, you can't do Five Guys or Chick Fil A, because those have peanut oil in them. And my other favorite healthy fast food place is a Chipotle. Since the burrito I start back going to Chipotle, and I get the burrito is for is a burrito, somehow some of their steak and brown rice and cheese are not really spicy, but somehow other meats are like pretty spicy at at Chipotle. And then when I lived at first place, one of my roommate had me tried the chips with queso cheese dipping, and that queso cheese was definitely fire. And I think some of my family is probably like grossed out with queso cheese, but I have no problem with queso cheese whatsoever on a burrito and chips, and that's all. And I like Raising Canes. I I like Armando's Mexican food place, where it's been existing by right by our old house. And I like Filiberto's and Rubio's, and that's all. And And oh, I want to do some a couple more sit down restaurants like breakfast related. How I how I give 1,000,000 out of 10 of them, which is a IHOP breakfast and Over Easy breakfast right by the grocery store where I've worked at for 2 years since we've gone there for years. Um, oh, and Ranch House Grill and and uh, and I at Over Easy their omelets, their egg omelets I get that I like on them. I give I give them 100%. And also the egg omelet from IHOP too is fire. And then somehow when I go to IHOP, I usually want I somehow get the I get sometimes I get the feeling of wanting their buttermilk pancakes, but I don't eat pancakes that much as when I used to since I started to realize about eating pancakes and every fattening food and stuff like that and sweets and all. And many years ago, I wasn't gonna be interested in cheesecakes, but now I don't seem to have any problems with them. Like from Cheesecake Factory, I love their salted caramel cheesecake, Reese's peanut butter, Oreo, and that's all. Oh, I'm gonna do two more Italian restaurants. Cheesecake Factory. Most likely at Cheesecake Factory, I've liked their chicken piccata pasta, and they also have the best one at Oregano's Pizza Bistro too. Since usually when we go to Oregano's, I liked getting their pizookie like a cookie, like a hot cookie in a hot dish with some ice cream on top. I basically like chocolate chip. Like every once in a while when we go to Oregano's for a special occasion, I sure would like to get a chocolate chip pizookie with ice cream on top since we've had these situations before, like how we were like kept up for a few hours at night or something like that. How it makes you not sleep all night. Chocolate really contains caffeine, and then yeah, chocolate. I do like chocolate chip pizookie. And also, I give the most out of 10 of the pizookie at Oregano's is peanut butter cookie with ice cream on top. Oh, can't say no to that. And then most likely at Oregano's, I somehow have gone penne spaghetti with meatballs and then I don't really finish all my dish to be honest, and I like save half for the next day or something like that. And then when I tried their pizza with pepperoni, sausage, and bacon, so amazing. And usually I get their chicken piccata there too, since I love their piccata, and that's all. Alright, I think I want to get a couple things out of the way that, like, I do like some chocolates, to be honest, like brownies, chocolate cake, chocolate chip cookie, M&M cookie. I like M&Ms and Kit Kat, Reese's peanut butter cups, and my most sweet flavor has been my favorite for the entire life is vanilla flavor, since I'm usually into vanilla flavor, and that's quite all. And then and I have a favorite ice cream place where we gone to for every once in a while is Cold Stone. I started to get in peace with creamy ice cream at Cold Stone, since I've been since Baskin Robbins is fine, is definitely fine, and that's all. Oh, and one more thing, the most the most pleasant cookie place I've ever tried, since I've seen one of my YouTubers like Lance Stewart having a bunch of crumble cookies with one of his relationships, bunch of cookies, bunch of that cookie place is crumble cookies. And like at crumble cookies, they do every different flavors. Like I first of all tried the waffle flavored cookies, and oh, and around Thanksgiving time, they do the pumpkin pie cookies, and that's amazing. And I don't get to remember much of what I tried at crumble cookies, though. All right, well, okay. Um, all right, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys like this top favorite food, fast food, and restaurant video, and thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe, and then and please like and subscribe and comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.